Jamie, thanks so much for joining us today. Can you tell us more about your photography work and what inspired you to pick it up in the first place?
Of course. Thanks for having me this morning. I really appreciate this time. And yeah, a little bit more about my photography work. I've been doing photography for the last decade and have been doing it professionally since 2018. And I have been loving every bit of it. Running and owning a business as an Indigenous entrepreneur has been challenging, but it's been quite rewarding. I've been able to experience a lot of beautiful moments with people, and it's been really great to connect with community and things like that. And I think something that inspires me a lot about photography has always been the people, has always been my culture, has always been upholding and I guess merging different traditions as I work with also other Indigenous collaborators. And so it's been really cool to do that.
That's awesome. And can you describe the initial feeling when you found out you were one of the 3 Northwest Territories semifinalists this year?
Yeah, of course. Well, the feeling I felt when I first found out was that I was super excited. I was super stoked, and it was really cool to see myself in this space and also be a part of it with other, Northern Indigenous entrepreneurs as well. I think it's really great to be doing this, and I felt really excited, really happy, and yeah.
Jamie, do you feel there's
super,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I was just gonna say I was super grateful to be a part of this.
That's great. And Jamie, do you feel there's enough resources for emerging Indigenous entrepreneurs in the Northwest Territories? And do you think competitions like the Pow Wow Pitch help bridge the gap?
Yeah, that's a great question. And first of all, I want to say, when I first started out in my business, I was able to access the first kind of initial startup funding. It wasn't a lot, but it was something that helped me right when I was starting. And thankfully, I haven't had to depend on grants and things like that since. But as I was restructuring this past year and was wanting to access grants and funding, I found that the criteria in some cases were quite complex, and it wasn't as accessible as I thought it was going to be. So yeah, I'm definitely very grateful for organizations like Pow Wow Pitch, who are kind of filling that gap of hey, pitch your business, and hopefully you can win some money, if not just get recognition, if anything, and have a community behind you. And I think that's been one of my favorite parts.
And Jamie, if you do win, how would you spend the grand virtual prize of $25,000?
Yeah, I have a whole breakdown on how I would use it. I would invest into some new gear. I would invest into some marketing and some just professional development stuff for myself. And yeah, that's how I would spend the money. And it's been really exciting to kind of go through that process of manifesting what that would look like for me. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed that it happens.
I'm all about manifesting. I love that. Finally, Jamie, what advice do you have for other young Indigenous entrepreneurs, especially in the North, who are looking to get their businesses started?
Yeah, I think my biggest advice is just to do it, just to start. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to know everything all at once. I think starting a business, especially, as an Indigenous entrepreneur myself, it's been such a learning curve, and I've learned so much from doing this and being able to connect with my community. So I definitely would just say, just do it and just start. It doesn't have to be perfect, and everyone starts somewhere. So yeah.
Jamie, that's all the time we have today. Thank you again for speaking with us.
Thank you so much, Tlicho.